Morning everyone, and welcome to another process video from Max Scraps. Today I am continuing with the May the 4th be with you challenges, which were set by Alchemy Hearts, and this time I'm doing the Princess Leia challenge, which is to include layers on your page. So as I've said many times before, I don't have an awful lot of Alchemy Hearts product. In fact, I only have one collection, which is the Got It Good collection. But I found these 4 photos, which are of myself and my husband when we were on our little London anniversary trip, and we'd gone to the Ivy for dinner. I've never been to the Ivy before. And I thought that the colour of my top and my husband's shirt were quite similar to the colours in these. So these are the colours that I'm using really. It's quite a monotone layout. So I've got those pieces of paper, I've got 4 photographs, I've got a stencil from Sizzix, then I've got some little pieces of ephemera which are from this paper pack, and then I've got a couple of wood veneer pieces from Hey Little Magpie that I thought I might be able to use. And then I've also got Distress Oxides in Broken China and Chipped Sapphire. So let's get scrapping. So I thought I'd start off by doing a little bit of stenciling, and I quite liked this kind of scripty stencil, and I thought it'd look quite nice if I did it in the corners. So I'm going to use the Broken China for that one. Try and keep it nice and steady. And I just thought that this colour of Distress Oxide was very similar to the colours in the paper and the photos. And then I thought if I just went over the same again, but with the chipped sapphire, but just in a few places, not in all of them. So I'm picking out these circular flowers. Might do a bit at the top there, a bit in the corner. Let's see what that looks like. There we go, that looks quite nice. And then I thought I'd do the same in this top corner, but invert it. And then same again, coming with the chipped sapphire. There we go. So that is my background pretty much done. And then I've got my 4 photos, which I thought I might back in this piece of paper. one as well. Okay, so my idea was that I would have 2 photos at the bottom there, 2 photos at the top, and I'd have strips of paper behind them. So I'm just tearing the strips. And I don't want to cover all of that background. Another spotty one. So have that like that, and then on this side have the same papers again. I've got one. Two. And 3. Ooh, that'd have to be a spotty one as well. So I've got those. I'm just going to, don't really like the squared off ends. I'm just going to tear those. And then I'll distress the edges and lay them on top of one another. Two, 3. One there. Straightish. Not straight at all, that is it? Let's put this up there. Go, and then photos behind, and then I'm going to do the same with this bottom one. like that. And then that one there, like that. Pickies like that. And then I'm going to bring in the odd little bits that I've got for ephemera. So I've got a ticket there. Stick like that. I'm going to need a bit of foam, I think. Just on the top part. There we go. And then I've got another ticket which I could use on this side. Foam again. Like that. Then I've got my title pieces. So I've got moments and I've got memories. Quite like the moments. I've got some tiny tags. Got one. Which I could put behind. I've got a little word phrase here that says sweet. So I think, I don't know whether to put the tags there. I think I might do actually. One there, and then another one there. I've got some twine. need some glue for the twine. See if that stays in place. And then I'm going to put the word sweet here, I think. Because it was a sweet. And then I think I might put another little tag there, and that'll hide the gap. Go. Bit more glue. On there. Put my moments on there. Okay, I don't think I'll use the memories. And then I've still got 2 more tags. I've actually got somewhere a tab punch. And I could do some little tabs. See if this will actually work. Quite like maybe one there and one up there. This one there. Okay. And then I think I want to do a little bit more of the stenciling, but just a teeny tiny little bit, or maybe even a little bit of the script would look quite nice. Just a tiny bit of script. Like that. And that. And then maybe a few little sequins. So I've got these from Hey Little Magpie. These are called Winter Wishes. little dish. Pop some of those on. On there, and I think I'm going to call that the layout done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely Sunday doing whatever it is that you do to help you relax, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.